So South Africa was the first big foreign one. I think it was the end of 2017. I did a reality show down in South Africa, and that was kind of the first like real like, wow, shit, I'm getting to travel properly with this. And it was cool because like South Africa's a mad country, and we were 10 weeks down there, everything paid for, living in this mansion. You know, you put like your fucking food on a list and you wake up in the morning and it's there.
Was that like the Ultimate Fighter style
basically,
of house?
Yeah. And we were the first season they did, so they kind of went up on the budget. And in fair, like South Africa's dirt cheap when you're making decent money.
Yeah.
Like if you're one of the people who's wealthy over there, you're proper wealthy.
Would you have a following over in South Africa?
A little bit, yeah. Like even like still I get messages being like, oh mate, because they obviously rerun the show down there the odd time. It's on there, like BBC, it's like SABC. And then like I'll get a bunch of I can tell, like nobody tells me when it's being rerun, but I basically get a load of message requests on Instagram like, mate, you got dicked over, what the fuck, like blah blah.
This happened years ago. It's fucking outrageous.
But like to be honest, even still I'm like, those fucking cunt, like because like what happened basically was I got picked first out, like so they brought down like 10 undefeated middleweights, went down to South Africa, and we did like a little tryout session, and the two coaches, Damar Pena and Saeed, I forget his first name, was like Ishmael Saeed, were watching, and they got like, you know, they flipped for first pick and Penny got first pick, and he picked me because I was like fucking, it was like I was shocked to be honest, because like in the gym here I'd be doing pretty well a lot of the time, but like there was lads who were better than me, whereas when I went down there it was just like, oh, I'm the best dude here by far, like. And anyway, fucking I got picked first and I was kind of like odds on favourite to win the thing, and then I ended up going back. It was kind of a long story, but like a lad, they thought a fella had AIDS for a week or two, but he ended up not having AIDS. And then a different guy got a staph infection. So what happened was there was fights falling in and out in the earlier rounds, but because I got picked first, I was into one of the later rounds. Like I was in like the quarterfinals straight away, if you want to say. But I ended up going back and fighting a guy who I didn't have to, just to get paid a little bit extra. And I beat that lad, and then the other fella who I was going to fight in the next round ended up being injured. So then I was like into the semis anyway. And I fought an Australian lad in the semis. Now he was probably the other kind of challenge there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the semi was going to be the final, if you get me. But I'd like worked out. I was kind of like, right, I know how to fucking smash this lad. Cause we were on separate teams, but I'd done the little bit of a session with him.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, he's good at certain shit, but I know what to get. Like,
sure.
So I managed to get him down. I was like, had him mounted, landed a couple of elbows from mount, and then he managed to bridge me off, and I shot back in on him. And this was all within like a minute and a half of the fight starting. And when I shot back in on him, he elbowed me in the back of the head like 14 times. Oh. And my head was like buried.
I have seen this video.
Yeah. So,
that's like a thing that could end a man's career, or like it could change your life. Like
it was more the lack of opportunity afterwards and the bitterness that created. And even like, I didn't see this is the thing, they kind of tried to lie to me about what happened. Because even like, it's mad. When I went back over to my corner, I was like, what the fuck happened? Because I'd like, it was like a 10-second, just like, oh shit, that's gone. And they were like, relax, just catch your breath. Because it was like, the fight was going to continue as far as I was concerned. Everyone thought the fight was going to continue. And I could see that he was getting a bollocking. And then I could feel the blood dripping down the back of my neck. And I was like, Because at first I thought I spiked him. That I had done something wrong.
Right.
That I'd like taken him down and like thrown him onto his head or something like that.
Yeah.
But then I was like looking at the body language of the two of them, and I could feel the blood on the back of my head, and I was like, this is him who's done something wrong. And anyway, I could see that he was knackered. So like, there's footage of this. Ben Kiley probably has the footage. Actually, I think they sent him the whole thing. And I'm trying to get it restarted. I'm like, come on, let's just go. Now, looking at the footage, my balance isn't right.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Probably, the right decision was stopping the fight and calling it a no contest. And it was never called anything other than a no contest, because a lot of people think it was like, oh, they gave him the win and then he got disqualified after. No, it was always only a no contest, and it should have been a straight up fucking DQ. Like, you couldn't do anything. It's like literally walking in and trying to gouge somebody's eye out would be the exact same fucking thing. It's like, you've blatantly fouled fucking several times. The referee has tried to stop you fouling in the middle of that. The ref grabs his hands and pulls his hand away at one stage, and he keeps elbowing with the other elbow
Jesus Christ.
into like the crevice of the back of your fucking neck, which is like
that's
the place you obviously don't fucking hit. Like, anyway, like,
Because I've heard of like rapid punches, but 14 rapid elbows is
and like technically 12 to 6 elbows as well, even though I think that's a bullshit rule. So
you don't want to be on the end of it.
Yeah, but the funny thing is I didn't see what had happened for a day and a half, so like I didn't really know what the fuck had gone on. I just knew the back of my head was all cut up, and a few of the boys were like, oh, I elbowed you in the back of the head, but some of them looked like they were the side of the head, this sort of shit. But I could feel where all the marks were.
Yeah.
And I was like, they're all directly in the back of my head.
They aren't the side of anything,
Yeah, so when I eventually did see the footage, I was like, holy fuck, this is a lot worse than I thought it was.
Yeah.
Because I felt pretty normal. Like, you know, it was weird. You know, I just had that 10-second lapse in memory. I got back. Obviously, my balance was a bit sketchy. Your adrenaline's through the roof because, like, it was a big fight.
Yeah.
But I did feel like, oh, I'm pretty good. And I, like, even the next day I went doing hill sprints, which was fucking stupid. If I'd seen what had happened, I wouldn't have. And then I won this competition of holding a mattress over my fucking head as well. Like, it was bizarre. A couple of days. Yeah.
You ready for the mattress lift? Well, this is a pure layman question now.
No, Will, we told you to lie down.
But the mattress contest is starting.
2 hours I've been holding.
Yeah. What is it like? It must be surreal to watch footage of yourself, like getting
that was really just like, holy shit, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then I managed to, because like it was fair fuck, it was like the EFC tried to hide that from me, but one of the cameramen who was recording the show just had the footage of it, and he uploaded it and put it on his laptop.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't let me have it, so I just kind of sneakily recorded it on my phone. So that's the only reason that any of it ever got out.
Yeah.
And then when I did that, like, what I should have done was put it out straight away and like fucking made a huge deal of it. But I was kind of like, right, I'm going to use this when I need to, which was a bit silly, because all I really got out of it was a contract where they didn't actually fucking pay me. So I went back down after this and fought again. That was in like October of that year. I went back and fought in December of that year in like one of their...
It's not a long layoff.
No, but like I to be honest, I felt like I could beat the shit out of any of them. I felt like, so it wasn't like, you know, a massive fight.
Yeah.
And I went down and I knocked a lad out in the second round. But I ended up getting paid my show up money, but never my win money or the bonus for finishing them.
Oh.
So they screwed me that way as well. So like, those lads, absolute cunts.
You're going to be getting a message from me as a South African man, be like, they fucked you over. They fucked you.
Yeah. Because even like a lot of the people sending me those messages don't know the full extent of it.
Yeah.
Oh, they also didn't pay me in the end as
Jesus.
well. Yeah. Scumbags.
So what was that? Was that EFC or was
Extreme Fighting Championship?
That's it. Say the name.
Scumbags. Scumbags.